Hello, my name is Jordan. This is Petals and Flint. I'm so used to saying Wings of Fire Tarot. It's so weird. But again, the Petals and Flint just makes sense. I hope that this message finds you well. We're gonna do just like a what comes out. Whatever wants to come out. I have a few different decks around me, so it's whatever I'm gonna be drawn to. Just see what needs to come out, okay? Spirit, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for always being with me, always guiding me and protecting me. Please help me to deliver this message clearly and accurately, and I already know that the right souls are going to see this, and I appreciate how you do that, Spirit. Thank you so much. As I was saying that, thank you, God, for protecting me. How do we protect ourselves? Came through. How do we protect ourselves? Where are you being called to up your protection? The Garden and the Gate. This card always reminds me of the Five of Pentacles kind of energy. I think it's the Five of Pentacles. In the original Rider-Waite, I believe it's depicted as someone looking in out the window. They're all busted too. This isn't as busted. This is pretty, but it's how do I get to this other side? Is the grass greener over there? The gate's right there, though. Or maybe it looks a little scary, actually. Oh, where I'm at's nice. Where I'm at is okay. I'm safe here. I'm safe. Over there it looks a little treacherous. Looks like a little storm cloud forming over there. So, but how can you, protect yourself? Wow, deceit. How can you, kind of gear up to go out there? It's... Patience, but it kind of did flip upside down. Though this book does not really have reversals, it seems important to me because there's this clock he's holding. So something maybe about a timing factor, or it's the right time for you to kind of make your way out of this situation. Not having, not waiting around. I want to get some more clarity on this deceit, though. But, yeah, it's not waiting around. You know what you know. So you're not waiting around for more clarification or more, Wow. Yeah, with victory and then hostilities right behind it. With happy family. Yin yang behind that. There's a balance, but what is this? What's this deceit? Mirroring each other's self-image. Relationships reflect our wounds, and introspection comes under the deceit, the mirror, the mirroring. Are two people lying? Underneath, or at the bottom, it says kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. Mirroring. What is this deceit, though? Why is this deceit here? Stabbed in the back. Wow. Kisses came up. Okay. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, clarifying deceit, and shocking attack. Why? But mirroring. Someone mirroring you, but it's... What's behind the kisses? Healthy choices. It's like... For some, there's like a feeding off of each other. Like when you do good, it makes me want to do good too. You know? Or like there's that healthy... how can I convey this? Like when one leads and does something healthy. Okay, we'll use the healthy choices. When one is making healthy choices and like it inspires the other. I don't know if this is a relationship or what. Friendship. I don't know what this is exactly. In a family dynamic, take it how it fits. Or don't take it at all if it's not your story. But it's like when one person steps up to the plate, essentially starts to get ready. You see them gearing up for whatever. You see them kind of making healthier choices within their life. It's like someone else is trying to mirror that. But how did we get lightning here? Okay, whatever. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Maybe finding out a lie could be like, you know, that sudden shock. But this is two different... I'm like on two different timelines here. Show me something on this patience. Twin flames. The yin-yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Again, in this mirroring each other. So maybe someone is wanting you to think that they are your twin flame. Mirroring everything that you're doing or mirroring away. Could be wrong though. That lightning is there again. But then we have the coffin up underneath that, which is endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. There's a lot of moving parts here. There's a lot that is changing within something. And that could be that you are finding out how deceitful someone is or how they stabbed you in the back. Maybe you thought that this person was your twin flame, you know. Obviously, I mean, we have the victory card. Underneath that with the hostilities, you know, but I feel like you're going to have victory over the hostilities. You know, finding something out. Yes, it might shock you, but I keep seeing it, you know, like you don't have patience for you have those little bits that are like, yeah, this isn't actually, you know, the twin flame. There are false flames too. That's a thing. So it's like you're getting that and maybe finding out something, you know, that was done in the dark or something deceitful, whatever, how you were stabbed in the back. Maybe you already know how you were. But it changed something. It like shattered the mirror. I'm looking at this mirror. It broke it. No. says palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. I feel like that definitely goes with this victory card here at the bottom. Like that's what you're trying to get to, but there is something over here. What is going on? It says not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, a call, or a person, boundaries, and still angry. And then, this is funny. The not today, but then we have the love call, and I don't know if you can see it's the phone. So I don't know if it's like someone's trying to maybe come back in. Maybe you found something out, but they're trying to come back in and like play nice or apologize or something of that nature. It says someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. And that sounds so good, but right up underneath it, it says not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, and jealousy. And then the golden mirror is right up underneath that. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. The love bombing. And you're like, not today. I don't want to hear this. Oh, you care about me today? Today you care? Cool. Yesterday I couldn't tell. But today you care? Maybe it's something like that. That was personal. Anything else want to come out with this deck? Yeah. Camera. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past and make memories. Making new memories, maybe. Or maybe you're thinking over the memories that you've had with this person. But I'm getting this sense of like, oh my gosh, what was even real? You know, like what? Wow, this person did me like that, you know? They did that. They were capable of that. Okay. All right. You know? We're going to get more on this deceit. I would like to look into that. But, yeah, they could be going over some stuff. It says healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. And then the dragonfly up underneath that. Be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So, with passion. I'm getting like a renewal of passion with that, okay? Kind of along with that victory and the stability, you know. Man. Tower. Seeing that the 8 of Wands, possibly some sort of communication, and there's something coming to light. Finding something out that's going to help you to, finding something out, High Priestess, that's going to allow you to make a decision. Maybe you've been on the fence about something, Empress, High Priestess. Maybe you've been on the, going back and forth. I know in my last message there was a, something along those lines, like being in two minds about a situation, not really seeing exactly clearly. We had the mirror and the golden mirror show up, though. It's funny. But taking time to reflect and like really be in your energy and in your life, in your present moment, that's going to be helpful. You know, if you don't know what this deceit is, there's something along the lines of like listening to those gut feelings. That kind of goes in, along with the protecting ourselves. All right? Thank you, God, for protecting us as we go, but in those intuitive hits, though, are we listening to them when we get them? Are we responding to those hits? Are we responding to those little helpers there? To our senses? How's your common sense? Okay. Show me something on this deceit. Seven of Wands, yeah. Protect yourself. How are you protecting yourself? Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful. With the Star, I mean, shining in your own right. What? This could be a thing of the past where you had been stabbed in the back, and this is, you know, speaking on where you are now, that you have overcome a lot. And, you know, whether you knew what the deceitful action was or not, it was something, you know, you knew you had to get away from, that something was not right. But I feel like you did it with love. I'm seeing this Ace of Cups and the Star. Okay, that's a lot of healing energy within that Star card there. There's a lot of healing. And with the Ace of Cups as well. This was loving protection. This was not calloused protection. This was not malicious. This was done out of love. This was very much so done out of love. But I'm also seeing the mother of the Queen of Cups at the bottom there. You really went in love. And I'm almost seeing too, like, showing other people, this is the way. That's how you do it. I like the stars in the back of this too, kind of correlating with the healing energy. And you had to pour into yourself. Okay, I'm seeing that cup there. You had to pour into... It's kind of like being on an airplane, and when they say, you know, get your oxygen first before you're helping other people. That kind of deal where you had to protect yourself from whatever this deceit was. I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone, you know. I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles right underneath that Queen of Cups with the Two of Wands with the Nine of Swords. This was not easy. Again, being in two minds on things. This was not an easy feat. It wasn't. I'm hearing the Chris Webby Long Way song in my head. I came a long way. Okay. Not really. That's weird. Okay. Let's see. Anything else we need to see, or can we see on this deceit card? How do you want me to take this? I'm going to take it upright. It's the Nine of Pentacles. I'm taking it upright because I feel like this is more you. This is more that single energy, you know, like, and just being held by spirit. Gorgeous. Being held by spirit is what this card always makes me think of, like this little pillowed area. I mean, I'm sure pentacles are not very pillowy soft, but I imagine that this would just be comforting to lay in, right? Self-sufficient type of energy as well. Okay on your own, single, independent. You stepped more into your power. This could be with work, something with work, due to it being Pentacles, but you worked on yourself and you worked hand in hand with spirit. Or this is what it's asking of you, correct? This could be asking, hey, you know, I kind of need you to pay attention. There's some things being done in the dark, or some things being done behind your back right now. I'm trying to warn you of something. I need you to set better boundaries. I need you to be a little bit more protective over your energy. I need you to, you know, freely giving without expectations, right? Whew. I might have to like write on this a little bit more. But it's something along the line, freely giving, right? Knowing that it's going to come back. You have no expectations. Hey, what I give, I will receive back somehow, right? But you can't just give and give and give and have no boundaries and have and get caught up in something where someone is just using your energy. If someone is just benefiting off of your energy, they could be taking your energy and giving it to someone, which isn't bad, but depleting, something that is depleting you, something that, like at face value, it's not what it seems, and it's depleting. That's not okay. Like, not having the boundaries for yourself, like, I would love to help you, but hey, I actually have something going on. But maybe they get mad at you for not canceling what you have going on to help them or something. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm trying to give examples, but just a depleting energy, or they act one way in your face, like this is who I am, or this is what's happening and everything, but behind your back, that's not the case. There was something false in here. I really want to know. Again, I know it's going to be different for everyone with the deceit. Yeah, we have the hair font at the bottom there. Sorry for the pause there. I'm not really getting anything on this deceit. It's like stabbed in the back and mirroring and deceit and all of that. And even in some of the other cards, like, oh yeah, healing from this and stuff, like, man, what happened? Divine timing. I'm thinking of that patience card with that time on there. But that patience card, I kept it in the reverse. Thinking on divine timing. These cards keep going everywhere. Anything I can see on this deceit? No. I'm done with the deceit at the moment. Give me something on this patience and this twin flames here. Harmony and resolution came out. Raise your vibration. Sacred plan. Yeah, kind of hand in hand on that divine timing there too. But there's this need to listen, though, to the guidance. Like each of us is being shown ways to go. I mean, we all have choices. Oh my gosh, like every minute of every single day, all we have are choices, right? And you could choose to keep pouring into something, but notice how you're feeling after. Are you feeling extremely depleted after giving to a situation? is it always just depleted your energy. So raising your vibration. And some, you can't exactly just like get away from them all the time. That's cool. Listen deeply. Okay, you could find something out more if you listen, I guess. But what I was going to say is you can't always get away from people who drain you too. That's just unrealistic. I mean, you can go to the grocery store and someone could drain you, So the raising of your vibration and knowing what is your energy and what is other people's energy, kind of upping that protection to not take the damage, I guess, so to speak, to take that damage. And then, of course, there are others that you could limit. Woo, I got major cold chills. There are other times that you can, get people out of your life, block, whatever. But there could be a need for you to listen a little bit more deeply to someone. Right up underneath that was the cut the cords. Because that's that energy. Cut the cords. So the energy is not being drained anymore. Cut the cords. Cut the cords. Courage and bravery up underneath that. It's not going to be easy. Again, that's why we have the victory here. Because it's not, I mean, it's a battle. There's a battle. I mean, even this deceit, it could be you deceiving yourself. There is harmony and resolution here. There is a sacred plan here. There is something that will come out of this. You know what I'm saying? You need to raise your vibration. That is one of the main focuses. But, I mean, really focusing on yourself and I hate that. Not in a selfish, self-centered way. Oh yeah, just focus on yourself, but like how can you best show up in your corner of the world? Is this person helping that or harming that? Did they also want you to show up as your best self in the corner of the world? Do they want that for you? If they don't want that for you, well then you probably shouldn't really have them in your energy field, You can raise your vibration because not everybody is going to want the best things for you. But I'm talking, close relationships and stuff and who you share your business with. Who you share your ideas with, your dreams with, that kind of thing. Does this person want to listen deeply and like really see you for who you are and for what you're trying to do? And I guess it's not just like this person. It's just that's one thing that you do have to watch, pay attention to. Not like, watch out, everybody's out to get you. But, your close people, your friends, your family, relationships, partners, and all of that. Business partners even. When you are around them, how's that going? Do you have time to, are you taking care of, I just heard, I was just at a wedding. So what popped up was, I know it was said a lot about being the right partner. So again, this mirroring thing that could be going on. It could be a twin flame. For some of you, I'm not going to say that that's for all. I'm not going to say like this is a twin flame message and this is a love message and all of that. I'm not going to say that. But I will say for some of you, there is, a twin flame dynamic that, wow, it got dark. Where there is a lot of mirroring going on in in the hopes that, you know, both are taking that journey seriously to becoming better versions of themselves and, you know, come together. But it was also like that the leading thing, like that can also go downhill fast. Like sometimes it can be easier to be drugged down than it is drug up, right? Especially if, yeah, like somebody else just having to literally drag someone, like, hey, you know, this is where I'm going. I'm gonna go, you know, I'm envisioning people on a mountain. And you know, I understand that everyone, you know, it's a 60-40 some days, you know, and you do need sometimes that reassurance or a hand up or a lift or help. But not constantly like, hey, you see my vision? It's right over here. It's right over here, but you're having to drag someone else because they're not putting in the work. They're not moving their feet. They're not, you know, or they're just not up for the challenge. They love what's there. They want to get to that. They have an idea of what that looks like on the other side, or when they get there, or when they make it up the hill. I don't know. They have that vision, but they're not exactly wanting to put in the work to get there. They'd rather have the escalator take them up or something, or drive up there, whatever. It says trust the universe. There, I don't even know where this card came from, actually. Was it up there with those cards? Who knows? Trust the universe, though, and sacred plan is out. And then we have friendship and union, okay? I think you have the right, like, you're calling in the right people. Calling in the right people. Yeah, forgiveness and understanding. So again, with the sun that it is, like a true twin flame situation, yeah, we have healing energy there. Again, along with the star, we've seen a lot, and the healing heart here. We've seen a lot of healing energy taking place. This could be singular, you know, you on your own having to cut the cords away from, you know, a certain situation, place, thing, whatever, or as a union, understanding what needs to be cut off for that union to thrive. Okay, and it could take some forgiveness and some understanding and some listening deeply on, you know, this is where I'm coming from, this is where you're coming from, this is where we could go together with what we know, with the knowledge that we have acquired on this journey. And, you know, I don't know how long anybody's been together or nothing like that. Yeah, healing the inner child is up underneath that. Very good, very good. Whew. Saw the Queen of Swords. Man, cutting through some illusions though. But you know, it's a little shaky with the Queen of Swords. She could be a little mean. It's not in the reverse though, so it's not like a super malicious or anything, but she can cut. She can cut. So this is a finding out on what cords need to be cut. You might feel as though you are burning bridges. I have full body chills. You might feel like you are burning bridges, like, oh my gosh, if I do that, like, what? You know, like, I can't, what? That would burn that bridge, man, if I did that. We have the Six of Pentacles. More of that, like, victorious energy there. That growth. The Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, like, oh, I might be burning bridges here, crying over spilled milk, what was lost, oh, I'm going to lose this. Man, I really thought that they were a friend. Man, I really thought that they had the best intentions for me. Man, I really thought that they wanted to see me, like, make it. I thought that they wanted to see me thriving. I thought that they wanted to see me happy, you know? I thought that I thought everything was being done out of love. I thought that everything was being, you know? And then kind of like finding out that that's not the case. We got the 6 to the 5. It kind of, went a little backwards. Yeah. Had to step back a little bit and see that your growth, maybe they didn't really like it. Maybe it upset them. Maybe they don't understand how to get, on that same, like, frequency. We're talking about raising the vibration and stuff. They don't know how to get on that frequency. Again, it's easier to pull you down than for them to do the work, right? This is like being stuck in that victim mentality and, oh, why does everything bad happen to me? I don't know. This person did this, and this, and this, and this. I'm hearing like always having an excuse. But 8 of Cups. I mean, leaving it where it's at and still going on. Look at that mountain there. Instead, like leaving that at the bottom of the mountain and going on up anyways. Going on up anyways, because we have the 5 of Swords. It left you again in 2 minds about the situation. You really wrestled with this, and this was not easy. I mean, you're getting cut in half, this is not easy. This is not an easy decision to cut the cords. 5-5, man. This was a big shakeup. It was not easy. But you trusted. You had faith. You had faith in the partnerships that you were making. Temperance. You had the patience. That other patience card. You had the patience, man. Mother of Cups coming back up with that 9 of Wands. That wounded warrior energy. No, I gotta go. I gotta go that way. I gotta pour into myself. I've got to go pour into the things that I care about in my life. This is done in love. Hey, I'm gonna go over here, okay? I got some things I gotta work on over here. Which is laying the groundwork to go up. 10 of Cups behind that. We got the 2 of Cups showing too. With the Ace of Pentacles first though, there is a new opportunity coming in because you took those steps and trusted. Man. All right. I like that card too. Nothingness. No thingness. No thingness. Like, you took what you had and you made the best of what you had. Seeing celebration there. Maybe this person thought like, well, I have this and I have this and I have this. No, you had the courage to be like, hey, I appreciate everything that you would, like to add to my life. That's cool, but maybe that's not what you really needed, and it was like everything that was being presented to you, like, yes, like, this is peace, and this is what life is about here. This is what it is, but that's different for everyone. I mean, that's all a matter of perception, and it's just, Like everybody has different things that are right for their lives, you know? So there's this breakthrough. This, it sounded really good, or maybe it even like looked really good all on paper when you had it all on paper, but there was something that wasn't right, and I don't know exactly what it is, again, with the stabbed in the back and the deceit and all of that, or even how you deceived yourself. You know, I'm hearing just because it glitters doesn't mean it's gold. You know, something may have looked really shiny or whatever, and new, and yeah, this is it. This is the way. This looks like freedom. This looks like fun. This looks like, you know. But it was really something you had to walk away from. Yeah. Trust in reverse. Understanding. Yeah. We saw that card, you know, healing and understanding or something. Somewhere. Forgiveness and understanding. Maybe it's, you know, understanding someone else's, like, respecting their perception of a situation. Understanding that they can only understand from their level of consciousness. Like, they can only understand as much as they can understand. I don't know. I'm getting that, the levels of consciousness, like in the building. And if you were to go like all the way up to the top, you know, like your mind would be freaking blown, you know, because like you didn't go to the other levels and like really learning it. There was just that fast track to go all the way to the top. You're missing so much context, and yeah, you're just missing so much if you were just to shoot on up there. You're missing a lot. So yeah, something about like your understanding from someone else's point of understanding. Their hurt or victim mentality or whatever. We have the snakes in the grass, man, with the 7, the politics there. Politician, you know, smile on your face, but have that, you know, the knife ready to stab you. What's done behind closed doors. God bless, man. I don't like that. I don't like that. But you, yeah, clinging to the past. 5. Then we have compromise, man. What is up with that? Because it's like I guess it's just you have to understand that that's just where they are. That's what it is. You know, not to exactly like trust them. Like maybe they're not exactly dependable, or you know, they're fleety, flighty, whatever. Like as far as when it comes to stability and security and things like that, okay, I cannot trust them on that. And maybe you really wanted to, but I mean, accepting things as fact, or accepting the facts, right? That that when I'm around, or what, you know, really checking in with yourself and how, you know, whether it's a person or a job or friend, family, whatever this is, that maybe looks really shiny or really looks like that's it, that's the thing, that's what it is. Yeah, they're telling me this, that, and the other. They're telling me these things, but my gut is telling me something else, or I keep like getting these little signs and synchronicities that aren't really adding up with what they're saying, but maybe I should just listen to them. Maybe I just need to trust more. Maybe I just need to trust them more. I'm not trusting enough. I need to trust them more. But are you focused on the things that you're supposed to be focused on? Or are you focused on things that they want you to be focused on? Yeah. Show me something on this twin flames, though. Because, for some, there is an acknowledgement on both sides. What, again, family member, friend, partnership, whatever. There is an acknowledgement of what's going on between the two of you, and there is what is the word? Reconciliation within a situation, or the harmony and resolution, like the compromise and the healing and all of that within some sort of union, friendship, whatever. Some sort of relationship. Even at work could be a thing too. So for some of you that is a deal. And for some, I see that you are the one like putting in that work and doing the work on yourself, and you've had to set those boundaries, and it is inspiring someone else to do the same. As long as they are, hiking up to and they're putting in a little bit of work, you're okay helping out here and there. You need a hand up, whatever. Yeah, you need some of my water. I don't know. You need some of my snacks? I got snacks. But preferably this other person would also bring snacks and water and like share. Does that make sense? This isn't exactly about hiking, but it's just what's coming to mind. Ideally, this person would also be able to carry things, right? Not just you carrying everything and saying like, yeah, I got this. Yeah, sure, I got this. Yeah, I got this. Hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, and gambling. It's funny because it's still just like going two ways, like someone's not putting all their cards on the table. Someone is not showing you everything. Someone is not expressing, or you, this could be you too, like holding some things back. But wow, we have wedding rings under that. I'm getting really tired. I'm getting drained on this. But this could... that's difficult. Because it's like taking a chance just on yourself and going off on your own. Like, hey, I leave you here. I'm going to finish out this journey, myself and whatever. Or helping, I'm thinking, man, we're all just here to like help each other home. We're all just walking each other home. We really are. We're all just walking each other home. I like how I'm seeing the ant spirit here. Time to collaborate. You just want to make sure that you're putting in the energy to the right stuff that's going to like... You're not always going to get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. Oh, I hope some of y'all understand that. That's a song. saw the Jaguar spirit, now I'm seeing the cat spirit, and both were talking about like reclaiming your power. This one's reclaiming your independence. So you can claim your independence even within like a partnership or family, whatever, you know. Oh, excuse me. Standing your ground and being in that independent energy, that 9 of Pentacles type of energy, the Ace of Cups energy, the shining in your own right over here with the Star. Again, it's like being the right partner, though. We'll say that. When it comes to like this, with the Twin Flames card coming out and relationships stuff coming out, are you being the right partner? You want the right partner, but are you being the right partner? Okay? Are you considerate? Are you honest? Or are you hiding things? Are you lying? Are you being deceitful? Are you, holding back your, not putting all the cards out on the table and all of that, not wanting to take a risk when it comes to relationship, whatever that relationship is, because there has to be reflection here. Are you being that person who is like the snake in the grass and the deceitful and doing things behind somebody else's back? And there's that. Yeah, use your mind wisely. Is that you? Okay, and if you think that someone else is being like that, there could be that mirroring type of energy going on, right? Okay, we gotta look at ourselves too. With the Twin Flames. And then for some, it's like, hey, like, you're not supposed to be around this. Like, this isn't really gonna produce or what, like, it's not going to going down that road, you're not exactly gonna get what you think that you're gonna get. That's just the shiny stuff. That's the easy route. That's the cheap way. That's the wrong way. Yeah, like the easy route. Taking the easy... What is that? What's up with that? With the easy route? I guess... gosh, chills. I guess it's like a... what's coming to mind... Like, oh yeah, that's too difficult. I'm gonna head back down. Oh, that looks really... Yeah, again, going back to the mountain. Yeah, that looks pretty rough, actually. I'm okay. I'm gonna hang back here. I'm gonna go this route. And sometimes that's okay, too. That is okay. But maybe you, like, left the person that you were going with just hanging, Like, just left them hanging. Or they left you hanging by saying, like, yeah, actually, I think I'm just going to take this route over here. And you're like, wait, what? I thought we were in this together. I thought we were doing this together. All right. Oh. It says, lion spirit, be generous of spirit. I like that because I didn't want to convey this, just self-absorbed when it comes to self-love. I don't mean being just self-absorbed. You're still giving, but you're giving to the right chords, not the chords that are just draining you. You're giving freely. Knowing that spirit will return what you are giving, okay? But you can't self-sabotage in the way of knowing that something is depleting you to the core and not taking care of yourself, not setting boundaries, always saying yes, always being available, always being ready, always being willing to do whatever, go above and beyond for everyone but yourself. You can't do that. That's not right. Okay? So there's a difference. I'm not saying just only be concerned with yourself and don't worry about anybody else and cut everybody off and only worry about you. I don't like that. Oh, Turkey Spirit. I found some turkey feathers this past weekend. Okay, it says give with gratitude and grace. Yes, thank you, Spirit. And then Owl Spirit, you see clearly now. I think we're going to read some of these on here. And then we also have the peacock, let it shine. It's reminding me of the star. Like, that is what you're supposed to be doing, is shining, okay? So if someone is, like, constantly messing up your confidence, okay, that's a problem. Like, you're supposed to be encouraging me to keep going and to be doing this thing, like I've shared my vision with you or whatever. Like, I need encouragement. You need encouraging people around you. Now, you're not always going to have encouraging people around you. You will have discouraging people. Okay, but again, with the Seven of Wands, you have to know how to protect yourself. That's it. That's all. Okay. I really want to read this, the Turkey Spirit and the Owl Spirit, I think, are the ones I'm going to read. And this is in the reverse, so it's in the protection message when it comes to the turkey. It says, are you giving in order to receive and kind, keeping tally of how much you have given and what is owed you? This is not the way to experience abundance. When Turkey Spirit is in the protection position, it is a reminder to let go of any perception of scarcity or fear that if you give too much, you will not have enough for yourself. Use your spiritual practices to reconnect with Spirit and remember how it feels to embody abundance, and you will give as much as it is needed right now. Know that whatever you need to fill your stores is coming to you right now. Love, prosperity, knowledge, and assistance from allies who are everywhere and want to help you, or want you to be the abundance that you seek. Turkey Spirit is here to tell you that everything evens out when you are aligned with the law of abundance as Spirit wants you to be. Abundance is yours. So again, like the freely giving you can give, you can, oh my gosh, and now I'm not even talking about like monetary things or giving money to people or giving, help when you can, of course. And there's a million charities that, are very reputable, great charities to give to or things like that. But I'm giving hope and love and smiles and opening doors and, just the little things in your part of the world too. Okay. It doesn't have to be grand, giving to charities and I don't know what else, like big things, okay? But those things, again, it will come back. That's kind of funny. Now, I'm going to have to read the Be Generous with Spirit. Sorry if you don't like all the reading. I like it. I wouldn't be able to, like, memorize all of this. Okay. All right. A healthy ego means you ease God's order instead of edging God out. Lion Spirit's appearance is a reminder that you have been given the gift of pride and a healthy sense of your worth to express your divine, authentic self in a unique way. You are both the king and the queen, secure in your prosperity and wisdom, and generous of spirit as you help others. Take pride in your ability to serve from the heart. Contentment with what you have right now allows you to use your resources wisely as you give to others in ways that educate, heal, inspire, and delight. Be proud yet humble. Practice gratitude, and you will find that the accolades that come to you are no match for the joy of knowing what you have been able to do for others through expressing the bounty of generosity within you. Lion Spirit knows there is a great savannah before you, and many who will benefit from the healthy expression of your unique set of gifts if you choose to work in partnership with Spirit. All your relationships flourish as you express your worth and generosity of spirit with humility and kindness. What a blessing you can be to all. Okay, are you feeling me? I'm hoping, that this is all making sense. I know it's a little all over the place, but you can give. Maybe you. I'm gonna come back to that. All right. Owl Spirit, you see clearly. You see clearly now. Owl Spirit arrives to remind you that the wisdom within you is informed by your keen senses and the wisdom within the consciousness that we all share. Even in the darkest night, the owl sees clearly and is guided by every sense it has, including the first sense of intuition. Right now, your sensitivities are turbocharged and you are receiving messages from all directions. Owl Spirit reminds you to be wise and pay attention to what's between the lines, what is invisible to the naked eye, what cannot be heard with the ears, and what others may not be able to perceive. With all your senses aroused, you have much knowledge available to you. Clarity will come to you as you sit with all that you are sensing, allowing your intuition to guide you in understanding the whole and not just the parts. Let your wisdom arise and be your guide as you trust the acuity of all your senses. Intuition is real and can provide the clarity you need to understand your situation right now. Your relationship, your finances, your job, whatever it is, you can see the truth clearly now. You can see clearly now. And that's funny that went dark then. Dang, man. I don't really know if this is very helpful. I hope that this was helpful. It seems, again, it's like in the two minds, you know? But it kind of goes like with the last message. And when I had said, you know, you put people where they need to be accordingly or whatever in your life, you know. It sounds kind of rude, but it's wise. It's wise not to overgive to that person. They're just a taker. They just take. They don't really want to give back. That's probably not good. It's not that it's bad that you did, but there are boundaries that need to be put in place to where you are not depleting yourself. Okay? And then for others, there is a twin flame. I am feeling that. You want to say anything? I kind of wish I had my romance, but you want to say anything on a twin flame? The twin flames, the palm tree, and the clock. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal and progress. I feel like that's on your own. It's connected in the spirit. It's in the energy. But I feel like it's more of a, you work on what you need to work on, I gotta work on what I gotta work on kind of deal. Heart with a key, love, you know, karmic relationship, the runner, and kisses. What's up with the, is there a twin flame? When it comes to love, what do we need to know? Love specifically. More than one card's wanting to come up every time. Alright, the separation. Yeah, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning and unsure of the future. I hope that somebody doesn't stay in that energy, though. Yeah. Alright, so coffin. The endings bringing new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. There are some endings of things. Therefore, the both, okay? I like you. Because there is a mirroring, and it is a healthy mirroring. It's cool. It's good. It's what's up, you know? But then there's that not so great. Like, they're just mirroring you, trying to be what you want them to be, or trying to look a certain way. Like, yeah, this is who I am. Look at the shiny thing. Look at this shiny, you know, this is cool. Don't you want it, or whatever? Why don't you want it? Why don't you want this? Man, you're crazy. This is shiny. This is pretty over here. This is, I don't know. There's some of that going on, but they're making it like it's one way, but then really deep down, you're like, I don't know, I just don't feel right about it. I think I gotta keep going. I don't think this is my stop, okay? But for some, there is like a healthy mirroring, like, ooh, you're inspiring me to keep going. You're inspiring me to do this. You're inspiring me like this and like that. It's like this and like that and like this. Aha. All right. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. I'm flirting or fun flirting and want to date. There's, okay. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. And then the healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. Again, I think with the twin flames situation, there is a separation. Okay. Oh, outdated thinking is underneath that. Conditioning, replaying events over in your head. But I think that there is some conditioning that someone is trying to like cut through the bullshit, the owl, like really trying to see through the fog of things. Like what is conditioning, what it, that kind of deal. Okay, I gotta go. I'm tired. I hope that this was helpful. And yeah, I love you guys and I'll see y'all later. Bye.